Welcome back, MTG Joe here. We are exploring, pun intended, some more Explorer Anthology decks over the release. So we've tried out a few different ones. We're purposely trying to avoid the top tier decks that we know about, like Blue White Control, Rakdos in terms of a video. But I want to try out some other archetypes, see if anything's viable with the new cards in here. And a card that we got in the new set is Elvish Mystic. So we now have access to 8 1-mana accelerants. So we tried a mono green deck that did really well in the event. If you want to see that, we went 7-1 in a historic event and just kind of stomped over people, pun intended, with a stompy deck, which is full of puns today. This is a werewolf tribal deck. So the thought here is you get to go 1 mana into a 3 mana spell on turn 2. So you have Stormseeker for haste, Cemetery Prowler for graveyard hate, as well as cost reduction, and then Tovolar for card advantage. And then we have Collected Company in this shell, as well as Nightpack Ambushers. So for 4 mana, we have 8 threats we could flash in, so they don't know exactly what it is. This is also an Anthem effect. This also plays really nice with the day-night cycle, so kind of all factored into that. We got some pack leaders in here for card advantage, same with Tovolar. Kessig Naturalist is another way to go 2 mana into 4 mana. And then we got some Rangers class as a mana sink. 23 lands in this one, so we will give it a shot. We're mostly green, splashing red for basically these 3 cards. So it's, I think it was like 33-11 in terms of mana. So a little bit heavier on green. We want to have an untapped green as much as possible on turn 1. So we'll give this a shot, see how it goes. We are like very close to the end of the clock, so we're just going to throw this up in the play queue, test it out. Really, we just want to see, is this a viable deck? Do the pieces kind of fit? I tried offline a GRUUL, kind of going Llanowar into like Kiki, like Reflection of the Mirror Breaker, Domri, Bonecrusher Giant, GRUUL Spellbreaker, and then Glorybringer and the big boy. What's its name? Gargaroth. It was kind of mediocre. Hello, Yorian's likely control, so this will be a good one to see. So this is actually pretty nice because I can either here play the nightpack. Okay, well, it looks like we're not playing the nightpack. Here I'm definitely going to take 2 cards. The nice thing with this too is it lets us play around Fatal Push that well, because they're not going to be able to do it on 2. Alright, opponent's just like, no. Too much power, too much speed, too much gresh. Too gresh. I love it when it's just play lands. I'm an aggro deck, I only play 3 lands. I like these kind of aggressive shells. The one thing I've noticed is you need to consider building these. I've more recently in the events run into a lot more control between Wandering Emperor, Supreme Verdict, and Farewell. Planeswalkers come at a premium, things with Vigilance come at a premium. Sounds pretty good. So this lets me go Elvish into a pack leader, play this land out, and then play 2 spells on the next turn. The Den draw here is a little awkward, but all things considered still pretty solid. It's going to be harder for mono red to deal with, so let's just go with the Prowler here. If this is mono red, a 3/4 body. Ooh, this could be like Anger of the Gods that we see. I'm going to hold the Beseju on the chance that they are a Fires of Invention deck. We can channel this. I'm probably not going to be committing more to the board here, and I want to get this pack leader out of range of an Anger of the Gods. Get out of full control. Okay, Coco's nice. Okay, so I think now, since we drew the Coco, I'll just play out another one. If they have Storm's Wrath, it's pretty bad, but... Like, I feel if you're on this type of deck, you're on Chandras and Planeswalkers, like Karns and stuff, so... Seems a little less reasonable, but... Okay, so you see Sweltering Suns. Dead. Okay, maybe this is fairly legit. Like, we're hitting hard. There's a lot of card advantage that we're getting in this deck. I'm gonna be a little like the events are cool and stuff. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like, because the events usually take about an hour. Hour-long videos tend to not do as well. But in terms of content, would you rather see like a partial video, or like some of the run in the events? Would you rather just like play when we can't play the rank ladder like towards the end of the month? I don't want to play into Jawari here, so let's go Naturalist. I also like getting the day-night cycle going. Yeah, so we played around Censor here. That's actually not bad. That kind of indicates that they might not have the Supreme Verdict in hand right now. Okay, we're flooding real hard here. Too many lands. They're on Portable Hole, so they can hit our Rangers class. This getting around Wandering Emperor is nice. Okay, so they don't have Absorb mana up. Narset. So we're gonna poke at Narset now.
With thoughtfulness before action.
Collected Company would be the best draw, or Nightpack Ambusher. Just something that we can force out on their turn. Okay, so they have the Verdict. Perfect. This also reduces Collected Company cost.
I won't forget our time together.
So now they need to decide, do they want a Supreme Verdict here? They might have a counter, but I gotta force this out. Yeah. With the composition of our hand, pretty sure we lost here. At this point, I'm cool with them thinning. Because I don't necessarily want to throw... Like, right now they need to decide, is this Verdict a 1-for-1? Okay, so now I can drop Naturalist. Flips it back to night, or today, but It forces them to play a spell on their turn. If they have like a second verdict, it's pretty bad, but we've drawn. It's actually very good. This gives me a threat post sweeper potentially. It also presents 5/9, close to lethal. Actually no, because they boost each other. So that's 4, 5, 10. And really we just want to force spells out of their hand. Okay, so we have the land for next turn, which is nice. So even if they sweep here, I can give them a big chunk. This might be the way to approach this blue-white matchup. So 1, so 5. If they have the Wandering Emperor, they have it. Also, if they have Settle, they have Settle. Do I want to draw a card? Probably not. Just... because they're at 5 now. Got him. Okay. Somehow grinding through these control decks. Like, they got a little flooded there. They didn't see it's a fairy, but we also saw an obscene amount of lands. So it kind of balances itself out. Also, just every controlled player is in the play queue. That's great. Turn 2 Tovalar, turn 3 Collected Company. Turn 4 Collected Company. It's literally just control in the play queue. This is hilarious. Yeah, let me draw. Okay, so they go as Janjo. I can do this to protect myself. It does force them to have Supreme Verdict. I think we do that. Okay. Okay. Maybe we figured out the blue-white matchup. Cemetery Prowler on 2. Or go Pack Leader. This lets me dump my whole hand. Alright, they're on Gabba Gabba Goose. I think we're... So I can get a haste threat, but I think I like doing this. And then we can just go Collected Company next turn. Try to get Tovolar. Okay, you got War Chief. Yes, we're not attacking with the elves right now. We'll wait to see what we draw. We have 2 draws. Next turn, Tovolar with haste. There's no Muxus in this format. Okay, opponent's going wide as well. You gonna take out my Elvish Mystic? Okay, so I can flash in Nightpack, but I think we just take the card draw. Actually, because now I get to eat the creature. So now my Nightpack costs 3. So I can hopefully mess up their blocks. All right. Good shit. Good shit. What would win? Just the most werewolves. Alrighty. Seems pretty legit so far. Seems pretty legit. Okay, so no 1-mana accelerant, no place till turn 3. That's a mulligan. This is a keep. You pretty much always want to, like, the hands with the turn 1 accelerant are so much better. Just be mana efficient. I can hold up day night now. There's just a lot of card advantage in this version. So I think I'm gonna sneak. So I have a choice here. So they won't have the sweeper this turn, but I probably want to play, like, have an option open post sweeper. So we're gonna do this because I can draw a card here. I can present likely enough of a clock. I won't let them use their mana this turn. Tovolar is interesting as well. But I probably want to follow up with the Tovolar. So I can do this. Either forces a counter out of them or the sweeper. If not, then I play out these. So now we're forcing them into a situation where they need to have it. Okay, so we see disallow. I think, again, giving collected company. I want to play around censor here. Like, they need to answer my board. We have a 3-turn clock on the board. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Should have played this lined up. So a couple reasons I'm not attacking with this. I get more card draw off the Emperor. Sorry, like, so now they have the Emperor here. I get the card draw regardless, so they're gonna have to take something off the battlefield. So that resolves. So that's 3, 6, 9. So I won't have access to collected company anyways this turn. So the question is, do I want to just sink the mana into this? Probably just pump through, draw 2 here. Because I only get 1 extra power, so... So now they need a sweeper, which they don't have. Let's give this one more go. We are 6-0 with this, including 4-0. Actually, we might even be better now. No, we're 6-0 and we're 4-0 versus control. Okay, we go first. Not as great a hand, but with the naturalist, we'll try it out. I want to see how these hands play out when we're not on. So we've seen all the hands with the elves. We've had elf pretty much every hand, but I think given this, because I can go, if we hit another land, I can play another drop, and then we get day-night starting earlier, which also has some utility. Temple of Plenty, not a card you see often. Abzan. Oh no. Oh, just angels. This is probably a terrible matchup. So I just want green here. So the problem is they can start going real big here. Okay, so Skyclave, the pack leader should be their choice. So the problem is I'm one short here. So I can trade here. Because if I play this out, I'm gonna trade. That's like for certain. I think I need to do this. I didn't think they'd block with Giada. So actually, like, I don't mind that at all. So like if they pass with Collected Company up, I flip. And like my board's a lot bigger here. Might even see them do bad blocks here. Yeah, so I get this, I pump my team, get to draw a card. Now I can spend my mana just pumping this. Sick. Okay, we went 7-0 with this deck. And like those are all real decks. We played Angels, we played 4 or 5 control decks. The Goblins wasn't a real deck, but like, this could be legit. Alrighty, let me know what you think in the comments. And probably going to try this out in an event, or once the ladder resets, we'll take it against ladder decks, but this could really be a thing. In any case, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great one, and stay safe out there.